Okay, we're going to roll right into our top 12 driver press conferences here, and leading up to Sunday's running of the Coca-Cola 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Special delivery from Charlotte Motor Speedway to Mr. Kyle Busch.
Special delivery, okay, from FedEx. Is it ticking?
I don't hear anything. It's probably empty.
Okay. There you go. You going to open it?
Am I supposed to?
I'm not sure. Open it. Open it, Kyle.
It's a late birthday gift, apparently.
Let's see what it is.
One for Samantha.
You going to share it with us? Oh, there you go. Some M&Ms.
Like I don't find enough of
Those the pretzels kind? Or? Oh, and some boxing gloves. There you go.
Marcus Smith.
Oh, and there goes the box. That's okay.
Showstopper.
We'll put the box over here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if I can top that, but Kyle, let's just hear from you. Maybe talk about your delivery, and then maybe talk about your outlook for this weekend's race.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I think we've got a great shot at being able to run competitively this week and try to win here at the Coca-Cola 600, a race that is on my list of races to win. And, I feel like we had a fast car last weekend, which will translate into this weekend, bringing back the same car we won with at Dover. And so I feel like we can really capitalize on our season here and try to keep strong momentum going. And, of course, if we can't, hopefully we can win this weekend and carry that on into the summer.
Okay, let's take questions now for Kyle. If you have one, raise your hand. We've got a couple of wireless. Who's got the first question for Kyle? Anybody? Dustin's got one, and then we'll go to Tom, and then Bob.
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers. Kyle, can you reflect upon last weekend and your feelings about Denny and certainly some of the comments that were made that you made on the radio after the incident?
Well, apparently it was the all-star race, and, it kind of surprised me the way my teammate wanted to race me. And so seeing as though I thought I had a great shot to win the race with a great race car, and my guys doing a phenomenal pit stop on that last pit stop, I believe it was in the 11:40 range. I felt like they gave me the opportunity to win the race, and we were going after it there, and unfortunately ran out of racetrack, got in the fence, tore up a perfectly good race car, and 4 or 5 laps later, whatever it was, blew a right front and destroyed the race car. So it's written off. And, of course I was heated after the race. Or after the incident. I wouldn't, like I said, it surprised me, and I wouldn't have expected my teammate to race me that way. But, he's the leader, he's got the racetrack, and I now understand that.
Why? I'm just curious, and I understand the roles of teammates, but what was the surprise factor? And the reason I mention that is I go back to when you won at Bristol in the spring a year ago, and Denny finished second. Denny made the comment after the race, if I could get to him, I would bump him out of the way, because that was the way of short track racing. Can you, I guess, why are you surprised and how the roles of teammates change? Because I think everybody has different viewpoints of what a teammate should do.
Well, I think you just brought up another point on how Denny Hamlin is as a teammate. I think that last week should have went a little bit differently. I felt like JGR, either he or myself, had a great shot to win the race and bring home the $1 million to Joe Gibbs Racing, and to win another race for the team and all the guys and our sponsors and stuff. So unfortunately, it didn't happen, and we move on. We now try to work towards the goal, which is the championship this year. We have to work together. We're going to work together and share our information the same as we always have.
Let's go Bob, and then Tom, and then Jeff Owens.
Bob Hocker, St. Daily. Are you satisfied after the conversation you had with Denny that you guys can move on and work together?
Yeah, I feel like we can move on and work together. I'm a little dissatisfied with his quote about how I would have done the same thing, because you can't put words in a person's mouth, and I don't feel like I would have done the same thing. I race with respect, and I learned from Mark Martin and those guys. I had my bad points, but since learning from Mark Martin, Tony Stewart, those guys, I feel like I've gotten better. And even though it is an all-star race, like I said, I was surprised by the fact that that happened, and so I wouldn't have expected it. I don't think I typically run myself into the fence, so I think it was just due to the nature of the race.
Let's go with Tom, Jeff, and Claire.
Hi, Kyle. Tom Jensen, SpeedTV.com. I hear racers all the time say they live week to week, and once you hit Tuesday, last week is over. But something like this, how long does it take for you to truly put it behind you and let it go? And I mention that because of 2007 when you and Kurt got into each other, and one of you, I don't remember which, made the comment it wasn't until you went to Grandma's house at Thanksgiving that you guys were good again. So how long before you and Denny get, are...
Well, fortunately, Denny and I are teammates, so we've talked it over with Joe, and Joe's had multiple conversations with, I believe, the crew chiefs this week back at the shop and stuff like that. So, it was good to go out and work with my team this week and focus on what's ahead. We went and tested at Kershaw, so we're getting our road course stuff ready and getting our, the team keeps going and working hard, and we had a dinner, and we were joking around about the events and stuff like that, and so it was good to just kind of let loose a little bit, relax, talk amongst ourselves as teams, and keep going and try to work towards the future, which is to win this championship. That's what we got to work towards, and I believe it's behind us because we want to be able to win this championship, and ultimately working together is going to be the best thing for us. And I took it amongst myself to go straight to Denny Hamlin's trailer because I wanted to make sure that it was handled right then and there. The Hendrick dispute that earlier this year went a few weeks. They didn't get it taken care of right away. And, it wasn't that Joe Gibbs pulled us together and had to mediate anything. I walked myself right on into his hauler and waited for the race to be over.
Let's go Jeff, Claire, and Lee.
Jeff Owens, Scene Daily. I know you can't get into specifics, but can you just give us a general idea of what Joe's message to you guys was and kind of what he said that needs to happen?
What I've iterated already, just the fact that we're a team. We need to work together. We need to keep things going forward. We're not going to let this. We're not going to let this get between the 11 and the 20 and the 18 teams and try to divide the race shop. That's not what this is about. This is about keeping everybody together, pulling for the same goals, and going forward and trying to win this championship for Joe Gibbs Racing. That's what was said.
Claire, Lee, and David Newton.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. I know when you went in anger, and you just answered it, what I was going to ask about was the fact that maybe you settled something that would stew for 2 weeks or something if you didn't. Do you feel like that had you talked about it 2 weeks from now, there would have been more anger? And what was his reception, when you came in there to chat with him within his own hauler,
Yeah, I went straight to the hauler to handle it instead of letting things stew and get worse. So we wanted to get it done, and I wanted to get it done and get it over with right there and move forward. So I feel like that's what we did. His reception was it's the all-star race. It's every man for himself, and I wasn't under that impression going into the race. So that's why I was surprised at the fact of what happened. We can all talk about what happened in the past, but you get stuck on that and you can't build the future.